École nationale supérieure d'informatique et mathématiques appliquées de Grenoble. That's how you say it in French. Intimate. That's the exchange.
That's gonna be the intro.
Is it really?
3, 2, 1.
Hello and welcome to TBD3B.
Essential edition. Because as everyone can tell, Elan here got a... I don't know what happened to your microphone, but your voice, it's like much more ASMR-ish now. It's like,
Yeah, I don't know. My mic kind of has a life of its own.
you know, in a way, like when I first heard you, because we haven't talked, I don't think at all since the last one, over the microphones. Like when I first heard your voice again, it was jarring because I was expecting something different, right? I have like a preconceived notion, but it's like grown on me now because I feel like it's this is more close to your actual voice. And
I wonder. I have no idea if that's true or not, actually. But
wait, you listen back to your voice, right? Don't you think it's like more similar?
I honestly have no idea because the voice that I hear in my head is different than the voice that you hear.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
But can you imagine when we meet each other in person for the first time, 2 years?
Yeah.
And you're going to hear my voice. Your mind is gonna like explode.
No, I think your mind's gonna explode more because you've only heard my voice through this curated microphone. I've at least... Actually, my mind's probably gonna explode too. I don't know.
I know what your voice sounds like. I remember.
I think I know what your voice sounds like too. You know, I have videos from that time when we were still in person where you were talking. So I think I can get an easy reminder if necessary, you know?
Yeah. How much you want to bet that my mind will explode more than your mind?
Yeah, I don't want to bet on anything, so sure, go ahead. It's the stupidest bet I've heard. Don't really care about that, but yeah. That like reminded me something. Clearly having your own voice, like you think of your own voice differently than how other people perceive it. Like I have my own conception of my voice. So you just heard your voice apparently with this new microphone. How is it different from your internal perception of your voice?
Well, the audio quality is a lot shittier.
You have 4K definition. Your internal definition.
I don't know. It's like higher pitched, I guess.
Okay. That you just compensating?
Worse.
Just think your voice is deeper than it actually is.
I think that's the way it is with a lot of people because your like head allows the vibrations to reverberate around the bones, and that makes it deeper.
Damn. I mean, that has like a kernel of truth. I don't know if that's the actual scientific explanation, but I think.
I mean, it sounds right. That's probably true.
Yeah, probably. Well,
that's how that works.
We're deep in summer right now. It's July 11th, the day that we're recording this. Actually, it's not. Oh, wait, it is. It's still July 11th for you. Yes. Not quite switching over just yet. And with the comings of summer, deep in the summer, we had the Steam summer sale as well, the yearly Steam summer sale. Did you get anything?
I completely missed it. I had no idea that was going on.
Oh my god, you missed everything. Do you usually like buy games if you were actually paying attention to this?
No, but I look at the sales to see what's going on.
Do you have a lot of games in your wish list right now? Your Steam wish list?
No, I kind of forget. I at one point I would add things to it, but
okay. So you have like nothing
no
right now.
Consistent.
It's literally 0.
No, I think there's something else.
Okay.
But it's not consistent with my current wishes, I don't think.
Wait, do you care to divulge? What's one game that's on your wish list right now?
I don't know. I haven't been on Steam in several weeks.
My
Let
wish
me log
list,
in.
like, it used to be, it was just like any game that I was slightly interested in, even if I had no intentions of ever buying it. I just like wanted to keep a list somewhere because it's kind of, there's no other feature on Steam where you can really do that, I don't think. Or maybe there is, but I'm not aware of it. Right now, I think my wish list, I've got some. Okay, that's not useful. Oh, there it is.
Oh, here's one.
I've got
Yeah,
17
Microsoft
games.
Flight Simulator.
Oh, okay. That was probably on sale. How much is it
Yeah,
normally? Like $60?
$60. Yeah.
Ooh.
I mean, I wouldn't have gotten it anyway because my computer can't run it.
Really? It doesn't meet the
Yeah.
minimum specs?
No.
Wow. What are the minimum specs?
Um, Let me check.
I'm wondering how intense your computer has to be.
Minimum. This is the graphics card that I don't have. You need an NVIDIA GTX 770.
Wait, your computer surely has that. 770 is really old.
Yeah, mine is a GT 755. So.
Oh shit. Oh fuck. Okay.
So unfortunately, cannot run it.
I overestimated your computer, your system.
This is the first time actually that a new game has come out, and I'm just completely unable to run it at all.
I think
Believe it or not.
it might be more and more common as time goes on.
Yeah.
I don't think it'll happen anytime soon. Like most stuff, unless you're running like Windows XP level shit, like should be okay to do anything. I'm thinking.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't really run into many roadblocks other than that.
Yeah. Well, Steam Summer Sale, I got I think 4 games. There's one thing, the Steam Summer Sale is such a great way for you to overspend money because you get attracted to the deal even though you're never gonna play the game.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever have that kind of problem when you did buy stuff?
No, because all I would ever do was stare at the games and be like, "Wow, look how cheap that is," and then not buy it. Because it was always my parents' money, and I was very afraid of spending my parents.
That's a good attitude, you know, being frugal with your money. Well, it's actually not your money, so even
Just being
better.
frugal with my parents' money.
There
Yeah.
you go.
I don't know. I was just afraid to ask. I would self-screen. Like in the
Okay.
job applications, you read the requirements, and you're like, "Oh, I can't, I can't apply to that."
That's too close
That's
to
basically
home.
what I would
That's
do.
too close to home. Yeah. I mean, I do that with the job applications. I do that a little bit with the games. Like, I found myself this year when I was initially going into the summer sale. I had like 7 or 6 games I was gonna buy. And then I was like, okay, hold up, assess these games. Which ones am I actually gonna play? And I managed to shrink it down to 4 games, which I think is a lot more manageable. And I think it was well worth it. There's a few games that I've already played, very fun.
Which ones?
I played this one game called Superliminal. This is actually a game that I want to see somebody else play. Like in person, I watch somebody else play it because it's an experience playing this game for the first time. Basically, this game is like it's a. Do you know what the Stanley Parable, that game?
Yeah.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so it's like Parable mixed with a perspective puzzle game. So it's got like that kind of story, like with a narrator and like weird, quirky story that's like blows your mind and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's mixed with this perspective puzzle game aspect where what I mean by perspective puzzle game is how sometimes you can play like have you ever done this in real life where you like pretend your finger is like as big as that like tower in the distance? because of like perspective. You like have it close to your eye.
Where you like squish it.
Yes, that's basically what you do in this game. Like you, how close it is to you, the camera, it then becomes like that big or small in the world. It's like really weird to wrap your head around. And the puzzles that you can do from that are pretty crazy. It's a very interesting, though sometimes frustrating experience, which is why I want to see other people play it, because I think your mind gets blown when you like actually manage to solve a puzzle, and it's like, okay, it's pretty crazy. So that's one game that I played that I've actually played yet. Another game that I bought that I've played is Bloons Tower Defense 6. Did you ever play that game?
No, I never.
You ever played
Bloons?
I
played Bloons TD 5, I think.
That are on like the website?
Yeah.
Yeah. I used to play, I think I got started with the Bloons TD4, and in middle school, during lunchtime, you could sometimes go to the library and play video games on like the library computers. And basically all the websites were blocked except for like cool math games and like a few other like games that archive a ton of like different small flash games. They had like Bloons TD3 on there. So I used to play that as well.
Yeah, that's basically what I would do. If we had like free time in math class or whatever, you hop on a computer to find whatever you can play.
Yeah, would you do that during class as well?
Yeah, sometimes. I mean, school is basically daycare, right? So it would be a lot of free time.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
play tanks sometimes, you know.
Oh. Is that the one where it's like 2D side facing and it's like you have to basically your tank is like stationary and you have to like shoot shots like over hills and stuff to like
Yeah.
Yes, I know that game. Okay.
Except your tank isn't necessarily stationary. You can move it.
Yeah, you can move it, but it's like turn-based, right? Like
Yeah,
I know that type of game. Like there's those like Worms is another game that is like that kind of formula, except you have worms. It's like a little different. I remember in middle school, the library computers were like Macs and stuff, so they didn't have anything interesting. So like the only games you could play were on like online web games, which is exactly why Mac gaming sucks. We had computer labs as well that we'd sometimes go into, and on those, this wasn't a game, but they had Google Earth installed, and in Google Earth, you can do the flight simulator. Yeah, we do that. It was actually so much fun. Like the flight sim.
It's so hard too.
I know it was very hard. Also, like, but the flight sim was like super freeform and unrealistic in that you can't. No. As in, like, you can't crash or die, and you could just reenact 9/11 or something with the 3D buildings and just crash into buildings and you phase right through them. You know, so that's what we did.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Yeah, we didn't reenact 9/11, but we were flying around. It was a lot of fun pretending that we were doing research for our science fair projects when we weren't actually doing that.
Good time.
Did you ever have to do science fair in middle school or high school?
I had to do it in elementary school.
But not ever afterwards?
Oh yeah, I had to do it in middle school also. That I think.
Okay. How was that experience?
I don't know. I just kind of did it.
What was your project?
I have no recollection. I think I made a windmill one time.
Whoa. Mech-E.
Yeah.
That's fancy.
It like barely worked. But it
worked.
I mean, it didn't have to. It didn't have to be too good in order to get a good grade.
Was that? Oh, was it just for a grade, or did you all have to like share with people, and there were like winners and stuff like that?
Yeah. So there was like an actual science fair that you could enter.
Yeah.
Right. and there's like stages. Like you could like win the school, and then you go to the district, and then win the district, and
Yeah.
you go to the state. So that was like separate. That was like optional. You could do that if you wanted to. Yeah. Oh, I did a thing with Arduino one time. I like made like a robot thing.
Is that for science fair too?
Yeah, for the science fair.
How
It
many
was an
years did you do
engineering
it then?
project, I think. Huh?
How many years did you do it then? So you got like a windmill and the robot.
Yeah, probably all 3 years. I don't remember what I did in 6th grade.
Was it required? Is that why you did it? Like for one of your classes?
I think, yeah, for science class, you had to do something.
You remember what your robot
I was always
did?
really bad. I didn't really know what like science was. So I didn't really have a testable hypothesis. Yeah, I guess not. But I mean, the idea is to like find the answer to like some question, right? Like some yes or no question, or some discrete value.
I don't think that's the case with engineering type projects. Like
yeah. So there was another option to do an engineering project, and that's basically what I did.
Yeah,
an engineering project.
We had like the same type of distinction in middle school when I did it. Like you could do a more traditional style science fair project where you had to do a hypothesis and then all that normie science bullshit, and then or you could do a cool engineering project and actually build something. And that's what I did. I'm not about that normie life. Do you remember what your robot did?
Yeah, I was supposed to measure distances.
What distances?
So super impractical, right? Basically, I mean, you could basically do the exact same thing with like an infrared sensor.
Wait, measure what distances?
Oh, like like side lengths of a room.
Oh, okay.
It'll just start at one point, then roll to the next, and then like detect the wall and stop, and then you'll know like the circumference of the wheel or whatever, how long you've been traveling for, what speed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, right, I guess you would count the number of rotations of the motor. That's what I did. Yeah. It didn't work. It failed miserably. But
did you work on that alone, or did you work with somebody else on that?
I did it alone, but I had some, don't tell anyone, but I had some help from my family because I had no idea what I was doing.
I think this is a common theme among middle school science projects, because I was super heavily boosted by my dad in like all 3 years. Actually, I got boosted by my dad more and more. Like 6th grade, I think was the least, and then 7th grade was more, and 8th grade was even more. It was kind of sad, actually. Like my dad did all that work for literally no reason. I mean, to help me out, but like for the overall scope of life, I don't know. I mean, he got familiar with some stuff. So like what I did was in 6th grade, I had this project where I created a doorbell for deaf people. And basically the way it worked is it was an Arduino project, and it would use a motion sensor and like a distance sensor. So as soon as somebody got closer to the motion/distance sensor, it would then turn on LED. That was literally the whole thing. It'd either turn on an LED or it'd like make a sound, something like that.
Make a sound for deaf people?
Oh, okay. Yeah, it was definitely the LED. I forgot about that. It's definitely the LED. Yeah. So
wait, why the motion sensor though? Can't you just
so it's like
it's
like a doorbell. That's a great point. Yeah, that's a really good point. I think maybe it was just like a warning system. You know, honestly, I don't know why, because, yeah, it'd just be better if it was button activated, yeah. It's probably why I didn't get anything from that. It was not a great project. The second, 7th grade, my project, I think, was about measuring the electricity usage of common appliances and then displaying that on a web page. Yeah, so I did the data collection and I did all the like stuff that you're actually graded on for a science fair project, right? Like the background paper, all the things you write, the procedures, the conclusion, all the research. That's this kind of tangible stuff a science teacher can actually grade. My dad, I think, did all the engineering work on that one. Like, he had the sensors, and then he like wrote stuff to like get it connected with the web page, and I don't know. He literally did everything because 7th grade me had very little clue about how to connect sensors with web pages and how to do anything with programming or internet. So yeah, that was my project for 7th grade. And then for 8th grade, I think it was like kind of the same project, but instead of just measuring electricity, it like measured, I basically had like weather temperatures, weather sensor stuff that like measured humidity and temperature and some other weather related statistics. And all those sensors were placed around the house or outside the house. And then what they would do would be they would communicate that data to some web page, and then there was something involving notifications that could be sent to your phone and stuff like that. And of course,
your living room is hot.
Yeah.
It is raining in your kitchen.
It is raining in your kitchen. And yeah, that was even more technical stuff. Like, I remember some of the technologies that I had to talk about like during my presentation, like OpenShift and Pusher, and like those are two prominent technologies that are actual things that I think people use to make apps and stuff with embedded systems. And yeah, I did none of that basically. Like, I did a little bit, and the little bit I did was basically my dad telling me what to do. So I feel bad because, this is my confessional now.
Okay, the extent to which my family helped me was not that far. But it was mostly like with the big, scary, dangerous like saws and stuff that I had to use.
Okay. I think that's reasonable. That's very reasonable.
But I mean, I don't know. So some of the design stuff also.
Like, did you have to do any programming with your robot? Like,
with the Arduino thing, yeah.
Yeah, did you do that yourself?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. Master hacker. Look at this guy. Holy shit.
No, yeah, I did some, computer things.
Was this the origins of your interest in computer science? This Arduino project?
No, so I had a friend that was like, yo, do you want to learn some coding?
Whoa,
and I was like, yeah.
Coding. Hacking? Whoa.
In like 6th grade. So, have you heard of Code Academy?
Yeah.
Yeah, he linked me that website.
Right.
So it was, I think, April of 2012 or something. That's when that was my first encounter with the third kind.
I searched up Code Academy, and the first search result is the website, and the second search result is why you shouldn't learn to code with Code Academy.
Yeah, I mean, I really don't remember anything that I did there. The reason is probably because it's super handholdy and doesn't actually teach you anything.
That might be good for younger students, though. Like, it at least gets them interested, and then when they have more abilities, agency to direct their own teaching, then you can upgrade to something better.
Yeah, I mean, it's really It's a really easy entrance, low barrier to entry.
You know what programming languages you learned? Or like
Yeah.
what you learned?
So okay, I started off with HTML, which is not a programming language.
Solid.
Then I moved on to CSS.
Also not a programming language.
Yeah, also not a programming language. But then I did JavaScript.
Ooh, that's the natural progression right there.
Yeah.
Was it this like a web design course or something?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, that's what they had. So they in the beginning they didn't have that many things. Now it's like completely different. So I don't actually know. Like I'm looking at their website and what they have.
The
it's
beta
like very
tester.
different. Yeah. Yeah, who knows? I don't know how old it was then, but
okay.
Probably not that old.
Let me rephrase the question then. Was this the origins of your hate for front end development and web design?
No, I thought it was really cool at the time. Actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, at the time I was like, "Whoa, this is what websites are made out of."
Whoa.
I can make them. Little did I know that it sucks.
No, I had around that time. My parents signed me up for these classes, these online classes from John Hopkins CTY. The program sounds so pretentious, but it's CTY stands for Center for Talented Youth.
Oh.
And the classes I took were like web development. I think that was like in 6th or 7th grade. And then I think in 8th grade I learned something more about JavaScript specifically and how to program with JavaScript. I remember one of the projects I had. It's so sad. I can't remember the URL anymore, but I actually hosted it on like some free provider or something, so it's probably still online somewhere. It was like my first ever website, and it was so garbage. I have the image in my mind of like what the web page looked like, but my website was about why Battlefield Bad Company 2 was my favorite video game. And it was like the barest website ever. There was like a picture. I think I had like text explaining why it's my favorite video game. Then I linked a YouTube video. And then I think I added like an email form for some reason, even though the website really didn't handle email forms at all. I was just exploring web design. And that was my first foray into anything related with CS.
Yeah, I mean, it's a wonder why I stuck with it, because web design sucks so bad.
I know, but back then, like, I thought that was the coolest shit ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I was like, whoa. You know what's funny? I actually used this story, like, of this first time creating web. I used it once in, like, a behavioral interview question. Like, somebody asked, like, why are you interested in CS, or, like, what got you started?
Oh, really?
Actually, I don't know if they asked that. I know I was like preparing for it in case somebody asked that, and I was gonna use this story. Actually, maybe somebody did ask it. I have a memory of saying something along these lines. The origin story.
The prequel.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and then I took some like Java classes in like 8th, 9th grade.
Okay. Fancy man.
Yeah, nothing too special. I remember it was like a private tutoring thing also.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Money bags.
At UTD.
Deep pockets.
We just got some grad student at UTD who was offering lessons.
You come to your high school, or like how did you get?
I went to UTD.
Whoa!
Like, I don't actually know how. I mean, it was probably like on Craigslist or something. But my dad found him somehow.
Yeah, your parents just told Craigslist randomly.
Yeah, and I remember I have a very distinct memory of some of the problems that he had me do. And one of them was swapping two variables.
Whoa.
Yeah. And so I remember I created 2 temporary variables. Okay?
Holy shit!
and I put the old ones into the new one, right? And then I took the new ones and I put them in the old ones.
Okay.
I swapped. And I was like, "Good job."
Is this
now
like
do it with only one temporary?
Whoa!
And I was like, "What? Only one? how are you supposed to do that?" And then he showed me, and it blew my mind.
After that, he says, "Now do it with none." And pattern match.
Yeah, so I was like, dude, this Java thing is too big brain for me. Oh, never. This is my first encounter with the things that I cannot solve, right? Because everything that sort of up to this point was very spoon-fed to me. And that is when I realized that I am dumb and will never amount to anything.
What an introduction. Yeah. Wow. Did he give you any other problems to solve?
I remember so it's called I think it's called the Dutch flag problem.
Okay. The Dutch flag problem.
Yes. I have no recollection of what the Dutch flag problem is or how to solve it. Okay. I just remember he wrote down a description of it.
Oh, like, I know this problem.
What are you supposed to do?
Okay, so I saw this problem once. It was a problem on LeetCode once.
So that's much harder than swapping.
Yo, what the hell? Dude, this guy's asking you to do LeetCode problems already? Well, actually, it was on LeetCode because it was for... There's like a DP solution, I think, to solve it. But basically, the Dutch national flag problem is a popular programming problem suggested by Mr. Dijkstra.
Oh, Dijkstra.
Yeah. So the problem is that Netherlands has red, white, and blue on its flag. So if you're given a set of balls that are either red, white, or blue, we have to... Okay, so basically in CS terms,
of the Dutch flag.
In CS terms, you have a array of 0, 1s, and 2s, or red, whites, and blues, and you have to like sort it so that it's all reds and then all whites and then all blues.
That's like really easy, right? If you know anything about sorting, which I did not at the time.
Yeah. Like, I wonder how, there's like different ways to do it. I wonder what he expected you to
do.
Yeah, like if you could just come up with the naive approach and that was good enough.
Yeah,
probably.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, a super naive approach would be to just like create 3 array lists and then append them all together.
Yeah.
But I didn't know what an array list was.
How did you not know, like, when you were learning Java?
Array list? That's like a external library. I mean, not external, but that's like a library, the collections framework.
Isn't that different. Like, did you ever get to arrays?
Yeah, of course.
But array lists, like, I feel like you learn array lists with arrays, like, cause
yeah, potentially. I don't know.
Array lists are just like better arrays usually. At least, like, at that novice level, they just seem like better arrays. Like, that's what, when I first learned Java...
even in a non-novice level, they're just better arrays.
Yeah, that's true. That's what I was gonna say. Like, when I first learned of arrays versus array lists in Java, like, I took a Java class in high school, and our teacher was like, okay, these are arrays, and these are array lists, and then there's, like, 2 completely different syntaxes with writing one versus the other.
Honestly, like, they should not be. It is. I can. This is of the opinion of Joshua Block, okay, who wrote the collections framework. He invented array lists, okay. one of his long-standing gripes about the collection framework is that you cannot use the same syntax as arrays, like the brackets and stuff.
He's clearly in touch with the pain of all other high school students learning Java, because it made no sense. And then I remember thinking, why would we ever use arrays? Because it was like, okay, the teacher was like, you can't add stuff to arrays, like add more stuff. And it was like, why would we ever use arrays? And I kind of feel the same way now. Why would we ever use arrays? Still, you know?
Yeah.
Solid.
I mean, bracket notation is kind of pretty though. Dot get.
That's true. That's like criminal that you can't even do bracket notation with array.
Yeah, you can in Python, right?
Well, that's because in Python there's no distinction. It's just a list. There's no.
I'm sure arrays. I think arrays are a thing in Python, right?
Not as a primitive, like built in the language. It's just a list. There's no thing as an array versus an array list. It's just list. So
see, Python, it does it right. It makes it impossible to do anything more intelligent.
I think Python is probably one of the best languages for getting intro to CS. I feel like it's one of the better ones. Like, I don't think Java is a great language for that.
Yeah, I agree. You know, why is it that that's the first language that people learn in?
Like, Java shit doesn't make any sense when you're first getting into CS.
Literally, okay, I want to write my very, very, very first Java program, okay? Like, the most simple thing you can think of.
Yeah, public static void.
Step one. Public static void main, string args bracket, all right? Step 2, system.out.println.
It's so bad. Like, that was exactly the kind of thoughts that went through my head when I first learned to Java. It's like, I want to just make hello world, right? That's too hard. Like, starting off when you don't know anything, it already seems like a huge struggle. While you can literally do it in one line with Python. Like, you just do print hello world. You don't need a function. You don't need anything. It'll just like run it right away. It's like fast, yeah.
I mean, it's actually extremely slow, but
okay,
it's fast to write.
Yes, it's fast in the perspective of the learner, the beginner learner. Yeah. I wonder why, like, Java is being taught first. Like, I mean, like, the only reason is because maybe APCS is like the first introduction people have to programming for like high school students in the United States or wherever they take AP. Like, why do you think they chose Java as the language for APCS?
I have no idea.
Like, maybe because it's like the most used, or it's like it's nice to teach object-oriented stuff with Java.
I mean, yeah, there could be worse languages. You
like
know,
C?
it could be
SML.
Yeah, C or like brainfuck. You know, like there are clearly worse options.
That's a language, brainfuck.
Yeah. It's literally just it's like random letters.
Brainfuck is an esoteric programming language, notable for its extreme minimalism. The language consists of only 8 simple commands. Shit. 8 simple commands? One up you. Just do a Turing machine with 7. 7 tuple.
7 tuple, yeah, not exactly a command.
Okay. You know what, Mr. Alright, Mr. 251?
That's it's actually quite different.
Wait, what the fuck? I searched up Brainfuck. There's a game on Steam called Brainfuck. It's a guide and a highly interactive simulator of the smallest complete programming language in the world. Master all of its 8 commands to program. You have to pay $3 for this game. The fuck?
How many bucks?
It's $3.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah, that's motorcycling through the Amazon's money.
Yeah, exactly. Or setting abroad in Grenoble money.
Yeah, pretty crazy. Yeah. Like,
I
did
don't
you?
know. I mean,
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
that's not the worst language, really. I mean, at least it's mostly English.
Java?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree. Like,
Yeah,
I think we
'cause-
already brought up like languages that are worse. I
yeah,
imagine learning SML is your first language.
yeah, it'd be pretty bad. I
Like,
mean,
actually, I don't know. So, like, fun. Actually, that doesn't make any sense. Yeah. No, imagine them seeing fun fact 0 equals 1, and they have no idea what the fuck that means. That's a valid statement in SML. That's actually so
yeah,
funny. Fun fact 0 equals 1. I love that about Mr. Standard ML.
yeah.
I was talking
SMLNJ.
with my I had like a little bit of a chat with my mentor person, my internship, and he was talking about some of the stuff that he had to do in college. One of them, he had this class that was like learning about different programming languages or paradigms, stuff like something along those lines. And he learned standard ML as well in college. And then he also learned a language called Prolog. You ever heard of that?
No.
Yeah, I've never heard of it too. And he said that one is like crazy as well. Uh, I didn't know standard ML had that kind of reach. Like it was in other colleges as well.
Yeah, apparently the whole University of Copenhagen something is written in standard ML.
The whole university, what does that mean?
Uh,
Like their website?
yeah, something like along those lines.
How do you do web dev with standard ML? What? Web dev
The
with
IT
standard ML?
University of Copenhagen's entire enterprise architecture is implemented in 100,000 lines of SML. Oh my god. Can you imagine writing 100,000 lines of SML?
Oh my god. That sounds like a fucking nightmare. Just having to do all that stuff functionally.
Yeah, actually, see, functional programming is hard if you don't know any math.
How so?
Um,
Is it just like
because everything is like an inductive proof, and if you're like the average high school student and don't know anything about math, that's like hard.
it's just
Even
in
if you are the advanced high school student, okay, you don't
yeah,
know anything about math.
yeah.
So
I mean, it's just induction slash recursion.
yeah,
Like,
I didn't know any of that until
okay,
discrete math,
that's
right?
true.
Unless you've like done competition math before.
Did you not learn induction in high school?
No, I did not.
Okay. I don't expect, like, I was thinking the AP Calc curriculum, there's definitely no induction there.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
It's not what they would teach.
Since I went to an IB school, and IB Math HL, we did have to learn induction. It's
Good.
like a thing. Um, yeah. I guess that was kind of like a cheat then. That's why like induction, well, actually induction was already like
Actually, it's
the
really easy.
easiest unit, yeah. It was literally, I think, the freest homework in 151.
hmm
Um, yeah. You know they changed that from 10 units to 12 units? The class,
oh
151.
yeah, I heard. Hopefully that doesn't affect my GPA. I might be giving away what I got in the class, but
I don't know. See, I think you should take an advice out of r/CMU's book. You can like go on any post there, a lot of posts there that people ask, "Help! I tanked my GPA in this
oh my
online
god.
semester." And then, am I fucked? And then all the people will be like, all the seniors and juniors will be like, "No, you're all good. Nobody cares about GPA." You know, maybe you should read those posts,
Yeah,
cause
I don't care about GPA. I'm just saying, it would be nice if changing from 10 to 12 units did not lower my GPA. That is a true statement. It would be nice if that were the case. If not,
okay,
it's no big deal.
all right, no big deal. So it'd be a medium deal,
No, I mean not even a medium, like a small deal.
small deal. Okay, I think
I
that's
mean,
fair.
two units of 3.0, not the worst thing in the world. Okay.
It's crazy how much, like, I think having that kind of change, if that actually applies, like, that can actually change, like, a couple of GPA points and stuff, I think. I don't know how the math works out. I don't have the math skills, but I feel like it can actually affect stuff. Because when I was playing around with the QPA calculator, which for some reason CMU doesn't have an official one, there's like
it's a good thing they don't.
Why? Why is that a good thing?
Because then people would be like panicking, like always going on there, calculating the QPA, whatever. Without that tool, most people are just gonna like hit the first roadblock and give up and not calculate the QPA, you know? So
Yeah,
less time is wasted.
but they're not gonna calculate their QPA then.
Yeah, good. They shouldn't be. That's not the goal. The goal is for you
Oh,
to
you're saying
learn.
without it. Okay, I see. Well, okay. I mean, maybe for some people. For other people, they'll be like me and just try and find a website online to calculate it. Or calculate
Okay,
by
well,
hand.
okay, or they could be like me and literally calculate it by hand.
Yeah, I know. I
Yeah,
feel like that. I feel like the university is underestimating, or they're not understanding the demographic of students that go to CMU. Because I think they are always going to be concerned about QPA, and having a calculator would be nice. Either way. When I was playing around with like a student version somebody had made online, like I think when I was changing just like a class from 10 to 12 units with the same grade, like it would like move the QPA like up 0.2 points or something. It's like,
no, that's not true. It can't be.
why can't it be?
Wait, we've taken hundreds of units, right?
Yeah. No.
Adding
Yes, now.
adding a couple units is not going. Okay, maybe you were doing this a
I
long time
feel
ago.
yes, this was like first semester, so that's
Okay, yeah,
probably
well,
why.
yeah.
Um, I don't think it has nearly as much of effect now, but yeah. Which is, you might not even notice. Like maybe it does actually.
No, I'll notice if it changes, but but I won't care.
That's good. That's good. Yeah. We were talking about science fairs, right? Do you ever have to go to like a? Did you like? You had the science fair. Did you ever have to present to people and like
No,
stand in front of your
I didn't.
board?
I think you would have to do that if you actually advanced, you know?
So you didn't even do that like on a school level?
Yeah, no, I don't think we had to go
Okay.
100%.
We had that at least like on a school level, even if your board was absolute garbage, which some kids didn't try, so their board wasn't the greatest. They would still have to like stand in front of their board and try and present it, like during the school science fair that we had, which we had like in the gymnasium. We'd like stand there, and kids and other parents. It was like after school, like parents would come, be like, "Oh yeah, I'm faking interest in this project. Do you want to tell me about it?" And then you'd have to like describe your project. Yeah, the reason I'm being cynical is I don't think anybody was interested in any middle school project because actually that's a lie. There were some students that had some good projects. Because there's always going to be good students with good projects. But in seventh grade, I went to like the district level science fair. Like our teacher like picked projects to either go to the district level or the regional level. So like in sixth grade, that shit didn't happen. Then seventh grade, I went to the district level, and I think I did jack all. And then eighth grade, I went to like the regional level,
Oh, big man.
I know, and I still did jack all. Actually, wait. I did get like some kind of prize. Like it wasn't any like first, second, third prize or honorable mention. It was like one of those like side prizes, and I got like a free USB stick from it.
Oh.
Like I got a 16 gig USB stick.
16 gigabytes.
Yeah. Like
That's so many gigabytes.
I really forgot why, but it was some kind of side award. But that wasn't even the highlight of going to the regional thing.
Did you get to miss school?
Well, yes. Also, we
Okay,
gotta
that
eat.
sounds like a highlight.
Yes. Well, no. I'm saying that was like that's like the overall highlight, right? But I'm saying getting the USB stick wasn't the best thing that happened that day. I think the best thing was getting to eat Chipotle. That was my first time having Chipotle at that regional science fair.
Well,
that is actually like
it really had an effect on you.
No, you know why it had an effect on me? I think that is one of 2 times I've ever had Chipotle.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Dude, I get Chipotle like multiple times a week.
Yeah.
When I was at CMU, like
I know.
I would always get
like
Chipotle.
all of you guys always like got Chipotle. And like or went down to like the Chipotle nearby down the street from Tepper.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I never got it, right? So I haven't had Chipotle like ever since then. It had an effect on me because I liked it. It was good. It was a good Chipotle burrito that I had.
It's good.
Yeah.
I have a friend that hates Chipotle.
Oh shit! Why?
I don't know about hates, but he doesn't like it. I don't know. He just doesn't like it. So every time somebody suggests we go there, he shoots it. Says he doesn't like Chipotle.
You can just tell him to go to Baja Fresh. Everybody else goes to Chipotle, yeah?
Where's Baja Fresh?
Oh shit, you don't know what Baja Fresh is?
No.
Is that not national? Baja Fresh. I think that's a national. It's an American casual Tex-Mex restaurant headquartered in California, in Arizona. I wonder how big they are. Maybe they're not in Texas.
They're pretty big.
I know, they're really big, so I'm surprised you've never heard of it. Might be West Coast only.
Their headquarters is in Arizona?
Find a location.
Yeah, the nearest one is in Oklahoma.
Where is Baja Fresh located? Which states? Which states?
There's one in El Paso.
Baja Fresh. Okay, so it is in the...
Okay, El Paso is like a 12-hour drive from where I am.
You know, I watched this video by this YouTuber. He compared California and Texas. It's apparently faster, I think, to go from like San Diego or like Los Angeles to the west part of Texas. It's faster to go from, or it's just shorter distance than from the west of Texas to the east of Texas.
Yeah, that's probably true. Yeah. Texas is humongous.
Yeah. Like, it puts into perspective how big Texas is.
Yeah, if you start in the middle of Texas and drive in any direction for like 10 hours, you'll still be in Texas.
Whoa, what the fuck? Okay. This map doesn't look right. I'm on their Baja Fresh locator website, and it looks like they only have less than 20 stores in the US. I don't think this is right.
Oh, I think it only shows the ones in
yes.
the like zip code they put in.
That makes sense. Yeah. Oh no, you can zoom into the map. That's why.
Oh.
Whoa, that's a cool map. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of
How do you zoom in? Oh, I see.
You like double click. Okay, so it seems like they don't have any places in North Dakota. Well, nothing happens in North Dakota.
I don't think anybody actually lives there.
Oh shit. Seems like they only have it in El Paso.
Hey, if you're a listener from North Dakota, leave a comment in the comments saying that you're from North Dakota. We respect you.
I mean, do we? It's North Dakota.
Defend your state.
Yeah, it seems like it's not even El Paso. It's like in Ciudad Juarez. But it's not in Ciudad Juarez.
It is, isn't it? No, it's in...
oh, it is in El Paso. It's right next to El Paso.
It's in the USA.
It's closer to Horizon City, which is next to El Paso.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never been to El Paso.
Shit. You ever been to Corpus Christi?
I have actually, yeah.
Okay.
I went to South Padre Island. It's like nearby there. Yep.
I was just looking at the map, and there is no Baja Fresh in Pittsburgh. So the closest one is in Trevose, Pennsylvania, which is right next to New Jersey, which means we are definitely not going to get there. That's a shame.
So
Baja
is it similar
Fresh,
to Chipotle? Is that why you brought this up?
Baja Fresh is like Tex-Mex, like Chipotle's like Mexican style food, right? In a
Is it? I
way.
thought it was also Tex-Mex.
Okay, sure, Tex-Mex. Um, yeah, Baja Fresh is, I mean, their description literally was Tex-Mex, so it's like kind of the same.
That's kind of funny because there's one location in Texas.
They service to the different places where Chipotle isn't. That's not even true. Chipotle's like in fucking Oregon too. It doesn't make any sense. They're just not as big as Chipotle.
Yeah.
I mean, makes sense. Chipotle, you can create your own thing. I don't think you could do that in Baja Fresh. So, unfortunate. There's just one location in Las Vegas. Singular location. Oh, never mind. That's 3. What the fuck? Getting tricked. Okay. Well, I was, that was like the highlight of my fucking my fucking trip to the regional science fair. It was just getting to eat Chipotle. It was like a 2-day event, so I missed 2 days of school. Like,
Yeah, that sounds
there were so many people there because it was like regional, right? So like a ton of different schools were there and other kids from other schools. It was like at a big gymnasium of Portland State University, so we were like on the college campus, um, inside the state, inside the city of Portland.
sounds like a good time.
It was a good time. Like I remember, there was like breaks that we had in between the times we had to like present and do other stuff, and we got to like chill in like the lounge room that PSU had, like college lounge rooms, where there was like a bowling alley, I remember,
Whoa.
which that's kind of funny because PSU is such a smaller college than CMU, but we don't have a bowling alley. I'm kind
Yeah.
of jealous now. You know, I visited OSU. They have a bowling alley too. OSU is the state school in Oregon, Oregon
Oh,
State
maybe
University.
it's just an Oregon thing.
I
They
bet
have
UT Austin,
bowling
like
alley.
big schools, I bet they have a bowling alley too, somewhere.
ATO, I don't know if they have a bowling alley.
They probably do.
No, my friends have never talked about it.
Maybe
Oh, they
they
have a
don't.
bowling alley.
Yeah, maybe they don't bowl.
I
Do you
guess
ever go
they
bowling
do
a
have.
lot?
No,
Where do
I'm
you
really bad at
bowl?
bowling.
Like, if you ever did bowl, like you
Hmm.
must have bowled at least once or twice. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
where did you go? What was like the establishment?
There's a local bowling establishment.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
they got like arcade
remember.
games there also,
Yeah, I don't.
billiards. And...
There was like 2 places that I used to go. One was like called Sunset Bowling, which is like a local place. But there's another one. Do you know Big Owls? That might be a
Ooh, potentially.
Big Owls. I don't know how
I might.
widespread it is. Okay, it is definitely widespread. They've got Meridian, Vancouver, Ontario, Silicon Valley. Okay, it's not just Oregon. We would go there because they had bowling there and arcade, and like apparently there are sports bar as well, which I never really paid attention to. That's where I used to bowl later on in high school if we ever did go bowling. Guessing you've never been there or heard of it.
No, I don't think I've heard of it.
Fortunate. That was the place where I played like arcade games as well.
Yeah, we had similar things though. Arcade games and bowling.
Yeah.
Go together pretty well.
They do. Have you heard of John's Incredible Pizza?
No.
Okay. I wonder if that one's local. That one is like the same thing where there's like bowling and it's more like arcade game focused, and there's a lot of pizza that you could get there.
Pizza has a lot of sodium.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Is that why you don't eat it?
No, I still eat it.
Okay.
Because it tastes good.
Nice.
I'm not old yet.
Don't have high blood pressure yet.
Yeah.
Seems like John's Incredible Pizza is actually it is elsewhere. There's one in Las Vegas. There's one in Westminster. That's in the UK. The fuck? Interesting.
Well, they're international.
It's crazy.
Oh, they're all over California.
Yeah.
Wait, how do you see?
I don't know.
The
I just
UK one?
no.
I'm on Google Maps.
No. I didn't see it on Google Maps. I just searched it up on my search engine. And the Yelp review for Westminster came up as one of the results. Yeah. That kind of leads me to one of my other topics that I had on our list. I switched my search engine to DuckDuckGo instead of Google. I forgot why. Oh, I think I know why. It was because I felt so offended by the injustice done to Warzone. Remember Warzone? The company that was getting sued by Activision?
Yeah, I recall.
If you search up Warzone, their website doesn't show up until I think the 4th page of results on Google.
Oh, you really went digging.
Yeah. Because I really wanted to find it. But DuckDuckGo, it is the first or second result on the first page. You know? Which means DuckDuckGo is the better search engine. That's my conclusive proof.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. That's a really stupid reason for changing search engine, but you know what? DuckDuckGo isn't that bad. I like it.
Yeah. I added screenshots to this.
Yeah,
meeting
I was trying to showcase, prove. You can see like the Google page 4 of results is Warzone, but then it's right there with fucking what's it called?
Wait, Riley Reid. I've heard this name. Not.
That was in connection with Google. You can't search for things. But I think that's not actually Google. I think that's just Google's safe search, which I don't know how to turn off. I don't know if I can turn it off.
Yeah, they can't turn it off.
Okay. Well, then it is just Google. Like, fucking... They don't allow you to search up fucking pornography and porn stars. That was something, when I didn't know... Do you know how I got introduced to Riley Reid? It wasn't through her...
It wasn't through her video. I don't like sharing the podcast because we talk about things that I don't usually talk about.
Do you know this channel on YouTube called Moist Critical?
No, I don't know.
Okay. He's like this you remember like Leafy and Luna? Leafy, those kinds of channels where they talk about stuff. He's kind of like the same, except he's less edgy. And he has like a dry sense of humor. Anyway, one of his videos was about how he got into a beef with Riley Reid. And when this was like, must have been early high school or something, I clicked the thumbnail just because I didn't know who Riley Reid was, but the thumbnail was Riley Reid, but like a safe for work version picture of her. Okay, so I was like, oh, interesting. This guy got into beef with like a attractive female person. Let's watch this video. And by the end of it, because he kind of had the when he was talking about his beef with Riley Reid, he never really mentioned what she actually does. So by the end of it, I still didn't know who she was. So then I searched it up on Google, and I couldn't find out who she was. Like throughout the whole thing, I think it was only until like later I had to look through the comments, and then people were like making jokes about Riley Reid.
Really? I mean, I just Googled it, right?
There's no like Wikipedia page or thing that comes up.
That's the very first thing that comes up.
Really?
I mean, not like, you know on the right, sometimes it like shows you.
No, okay. Are you doing this on like? Do you have Safe Search on?
I think it might be off by default.
Okay, I don't know. See, this is the thing I was saying. I don't know how to turn it off for Google. Right now it says Safe Search on, and Riley Reid does not show up.
I just turned it off and it no longer shows up.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Wikipedia page still.
Oh no, it's a different. It's not. Is he not even on the first page here? Her LinkedIn is higher than her Wikipedia page on Safe Search on. So you know, it's just not possible. That's I mean I don't know how to turn it off. So obvious solution.
I see on the screenshot here. Maybe you can display the screenshot on the YouTube version.
Okay.
Of this, so people can see.
Yeah.
You see how you have it like says settings right beneath the if you click on that, I think you can turn it off.
Oh, show explicit results. Oh, there we go. Riley Reid. Oh, high school me didn't know about that setting. Look at that.
Well, now you do.
Now I know Riley Reid is an American pornographic. That's not how you say it. Pornographic actress.
Yeah, now you can Google porn to your heart's desire.
Solid. Yeah, great. That was a great topic. Lovely. I had something that I want to fucking talk about. It was still with the what is it called? The science fairs, but I forgot what it was. Shit. No matter. We'll move on. Have you ever watched the Wipeout show?
No.
You ever heard about it?
Wait, is this like American Ninja Warrior?
Yes, but it's like the goofy version where the contestants are not necessarily super fit. And
okay. Yeah. I think I've seen it before.
That show used to be my go-to, like, only thing I'd watch on TV. Like, it would be on, like, Friday nights or something, and I'd watch that. That and AFV. You ever watch AFV?
No.
America's Funniest Home Videos.
Oh,
that was on, like, Sundays.
I've never watched it, but I have seen.
There was a time when those two shows were, like, my jam. Like, I'd always watch those. Because they were, I don't know, they're very safe for work. Very safe for work. I don't think there's anything not safe for work on TV, but it's like more mellow. Family. Safe for kids, yes. It's like family friendly. So that was my thing. And it's so sad. I think they stopped doing Wipeout. Which is a shame. What, like, when you ever watched TV, what were the shows that you watched then? Or did you never watch TV?
I remember when I was like 5 or whatever, I'd come home from kindergarten and I'd watch Dora.
Okay. Dora Spanish.
I had a whole routine. I'd come home, I'd get a bowl of cereal.
Oh.
I don't know if I'd make it myself or if my mom made it.
Okay.
But I had a bowl of cereal at some point, and then I'd sit at the kitchen table. Oh, that kitchen table, man.
Did it get replaced? Kitchen table
was older than me. Okay.
Yeah.
We replaced it last week.
Oh. You still have a picture somewhere?
Like I'm sure there's loads of pictures with that kitchen table. That kitchen table has been with this family for like 25 years. Man, the memory. I went to that house today because we couldn't sell it because we moved in the middle of the We moved in 2008. I don't have to say anything more, I don't think. So we couldn't sell it, and we rented it out instead.
What, the house?
The house that when we moved. So.
Oh, like the old house that you lived in?
Yeah. So we still have it.
That might have been a better deal then, you know, like renting it out.
Yeah, in the long run, probably it was.
Oh. So you went back there today?
Yeah, because I don't know, they were getting some work done in between tenants.
Oh, okay. It was like refurnishing?
Yeah, something like that. And so I got to relive some of them. Anyway, I would watch Dora. Yeah, that's that. That's all I wanted to say. Oh, SpongeBob. Also, I would
Wait,
watch.
so like you moved the table as well from the old house to the new house?
Yeah, it moved like 15 minutes away. It wasn't like a big move.
Okay. Damn.
And yeah, I don't know. And then as I got older, I used to watch the Science Channel a lot because I don't know, sometimes they'd have like cool things on about the universe and black holes and stuff. You know,
The Science Channel, is that separate from the Discovery Channel?
it is separate. Yeah,
Oh.
I think they were like owned by the same company or something because
Okay.
there would always be advertisements for the Discovery Channel, and they would have some of the same shows also.
Discovery Channel's wild. Like.
Yeah, they had some cool stuff. I would like flip between Science and Discovery.
I remember on Discovery Channel, I would watch, like, I'd sometimes once or twice, I think I watched Mythbusters. But, like, more often than not, like, World's Deadliest Catch was on. It was, like, the one where, like, they followed fishermen and shit. That one was crazy. And I remember watching that a lot for some reason on Discovery.
And sometimes I'd watch the Smithsonian Channel. And that's like extremely boring. Yeah, this is cable.
Oh, okay. I never had cable, so never had these access.
Yeah, we stuck with cable for a long time. It was only a few years ago when we switched to like YouTube TV and other things. But I mean, I don't know if there's like different packages of YouTube TV, but there is still the Smithsonian Channel there. I checked. I don't watch TV anymore, but it is still there.
What's like the benefit of YouTube TV? Like,
I have literally no idea.
Do you have YouTube Premium?
Cable to me.
Do you have YouTube Premium with that?
I don't know. What is YouTube Premium?
Like, YouTube Premium, you can... The main reason is I don't think you have ads. You also can listen to like music and stuff. Like, you can play YouTube videos and their audio in the background and like exit the app on the phones. I know you can do that. Which is like makes it like basically a music player now. I don't know why else you would get YouTube TV. Like I'm guessing it gives you TV channels too.
Yeah.
I don't know if
to watch sports.
Yeah, I don't know if it's like
why you would do it.
Yeah. I don't know if YouTube TV is separate from premium. Like what I was describing was more premium. Maybe YouTube TV is included with that. Like I know there's sports.
It's YouTube Red. Okay, they changed the name. See, I know what YouTube Red is.
Wait. Is YouTube Red the actual name?
It's YouTube. Or? No. They changed the name to premium.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, they changed the name 3 years ago. Okay, I am so out of touch with everything.
Yeah. I'm guessing TV is probably something. It's like a separate TV deal. Yeah. Dude, all that talk about your fucking table, like, there's so many things in my family's house, that are all way, like, older than me. And they're still just trudging along, living past their expiration dates. Like, it was like the longest time, but I'm trying to think like what hasn't changed yet. Because recently my parents have actually been on a big renovating thing where we've been like switching out stuff, improving stuff. But the table that we eat at, it's still there. Same table. The chairs have changed. The placemats have changed.
They changed the chairs too. Yeah, the chairs were also the same chairs from years ago.
Wow.
And they changed the chairs.
Could you adjust the height on the chairs?
No.
So you were sitting on the same chair, like...
Yeah, since my feet couldn't touch the ground until after my arms could touch the ground. So that was an exaggeration, but yeah, I grew up with those chairs. We changed the upholstery on the chairs, though.
I think we've changed the chairs like once or twice. Did you ever put tennis balls on like the bottoms of the chairs?
No.
Is that a thing that you've seen before?
I have seen that.
Okay.
But I saw. You ever watch Up?
Yeah.
Is
that in the movie?
No, his cane has tennis balls.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's to help like move around. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's he gives it to Doug.
I don't know who that is. The
dog.
Dog?
Yeah.
Nice. There we go. Dog called Doug.
Dog. Doug the dog. Doug Dimmadome, sorry.
Buddy.
Sorry. Oh, that's another one that I would watch. Fairly Odd Parents. Cartoons. I'd watch a lot of cartoons.
What's your favorite cartoon from back then?
Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Oh, yeah. That was on TV? Like they showed on TV?
Yeah, that's how it started.
Mm.
Saturday morning television. I don't know if it was Saturday morning, but, you know.
Okay, what's your second favorite?
I don't know.
Nice. I guess they just didn't have as much of an impact as Avatar.
Yeah. I mean, see, the only reason I say Avatar is because I watched it again last year.
Yeah, I need to get around to doing that. Just like I need to get around with watching it.
You're getting older. Now you're too old, probably, for Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Maybe.
You know, it's like a coming of age story.
Yeah. I watched.
Like Percy Jackson. Oops, I shouldn't have said that.
I think you thought of Percy Jackson because I mentioned Invincible. I did watch the second episode. Did I already mention that before on a previous?
The second episode.
So. Okay.
I don't even remember what that was about. Honestly,
that one is he meets okay, his dad.
Honestly, all of the episodes are totally inconsequential, except for the first one and the last two.
I talked to another person about that, and she like agreed. Like she was like, yeah, it's a slow burn. I think that's what she said.
Extreme slow burn. Yeah, that's what I said too, if you recall.
Oh yeah, wait. I think I was like talking to her about it, and I was like, oh yeah, another friend of mine said that this show is a really slow burn. Do you agree? And she, yeah, probably. Something like that.
So what did you think of it? Okay, what was the second episode?
Second episode? Well, okay, his dad's like AWOL or like MIA. Well, not missing. He's like there, but
he's in the hospital.
Yeah, he's in the hospital. But he gets like.
Oh, spoiler alert, by the way.
Okay. Don't worry. The timestamp always says spoiler alert.
Good.
He's like, he wakes up by the end of the episode. Basically, what happens is like these people from another.
Oh, is this the Mars thing? I mean, not Mars, but they from another dimension.
Yeah, they portal in and they start killing people in the city.
Oh, I really like that the scene where he goes around and destroys the whole planet.
Jesus Christ.
That's a really cool scene. No, I mean just the music and everything. It's really clean
and bloody. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but the visuals are really nice. You know.
Sure. Yeah. It didn't have as much of an impact with me, but. I don't know. I might be looking at that in the wrong lens. Either way, is that episode, and the Invincible, he meets up with this girl at his school who's also a superhero. Her gang of superheroes.
Her name is Adam Eve or something. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Adam and Eve, or Eve.
No, it's just Adam. It's Adam the element, the ATOM.
Really? Adam Eve.
And then that's her name, Adam Eve.
Adam Eve. Oh shit, that is. Okay.
She's like a major character in the
Okay.
story.
I mean,
Yeah.
I kind of thought as much. She's already kind of like being touted as like a love interest to this dude. And that happens. Also, he has to fight this dude that comes in from another galaxy who's like supposed to check up on the superheroes.
You know, the
Make sure,
Urath guy, yeah.
yeah, who's supposed to like make sure the Earth has a superhero to defend it or whatever. That was kind of an interesting, yeah. And that's basically all that happened. So yeah, you're kind of true. You're kind of right. Literally nothing happened, kind of.
Yeah, I mean everything's totally because they already gave you the big plot twist, right?
Yeah.
And so basically the whole point of the next whatever 5 episodes is just to make you wonder why the fuck did Mr. What's his face? I don't even Omni-Man do what he did.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I gotta keep watching now.
You sound really excited.
I just haven't had a lot of
I'm
time.
really underwhelmed by the answer.
I don't know. I'm probably gonna go through these next few episodes with low energy, and then I'll have expectations for the last two because of what you said and what the other person that I've talked to about the show has said as also.
Do I know this other person?
No, you don't. It's a different person, so you don't actually know her.
It's a different than me. Yeah, I figured.
No, I think it's a different person from who you were probably thinking it was.
I literally have no idea who it possibly.
Okay, then that's okay. Yeah. So that's my expectations with Invincible. See, I actually did something and watched the second episode. Now, with Percy Jackson, I'm wondering if you did the same, but I think I already know the answer.
I've been kind of busy, you know.
Yeah, doing what?
I went to Austin for a few days.
Yeah? And what'd you do in Austin? Did you talk about the podcast in Austin?
No. I had work to do. Still have work to do. I know I'm supposed to work more now because I'm going to be leaving for a week. And I don't want to.
Who says you can't work on vacation?
I say that.
Are you actually not going to work on vacation?
Well, if I have to, I have to, but I hope I don't have to, you know what I'm saying?
Damn.
But, you know, then it's like a willpower kind of thing.
Do you know if your company is offering return offers or like...
Yeah, there's a whole process. I mean, I assume, have we said the name of your company in the podcast before?
Well, yeah, it's kind of implied from the last episode.
Okay. Well, I don't know how Amazon does it. I assume there's a whole structured process for them also.
Okay.
But yeah, there's like I get reviewed by here and my mentor and my manager and myself twice. Once at the midpoint and once at the end. And then they have like a big meeting of the managers.
Oh, huge meeting. Okay.
And then they decide who do we send out return offers to.
Who do we pip?
Yeah.
Are you feeling confident? If you... Yes?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, that's good.
You
got a return offer? Are you going to consider it or just like keep it in the back pocket?
Yeah, it's like, you know, it's nice to have. It's like, because I'm getting an internship now for next summer.
Yeah. Applications
are open, by the way. Still high.
Reach out, guys. If you want to sponsor the episode as well, we'll take... Actually, no, well, instead of a sponsorship, we'll take internship offers. I think that's how we would like to rock it.
Yeah, sounds good to me. No, I think I take money, actually. That's probably better.
Well, it depends on how much. Like, if you had Okay. Like,
with our millions of fans, come on.
come on.
What was I even talking about?
Your return offer, like having it in the back
yeah,
pocket.
it would be nice. I mean, yeah, it's like, I kind of want to see the world, to check out what's
Yeah.
out there.
I'm curious because from what you've described of your experience, I don't like, are you having a lot of fun with the thing?
I don't think, regardless of what I do, I don't think I'll ever have fun in this industry.
Okay. Do you enjoy it in any way, and would you want to like, would you be able to stand doing another summer of like that kind of stuff again?
Yeah, probably. I mean, I have to be able to stand like a career doing this, you know?
Right. Yeah.
So if I don't like it, that's gonna be. I mean, I can tolerate it. I can do it. Yeah, it ain't so bad sitting at a desk and code monkeying.
Wasting your life away, sitting there.
Anyway, um, yeah. I mean, I come back. It's not a bad company. I don't mind.
I mean,
I got some
clearly,
nice.
it's got a good deal for you. So
Yeah,
yeah. I don't.
but
I'm just kind of like the same. I don't know if actually I'm on track. Like I want to think I am, but I don't really know.
do you not
Maybe
get feedback?
I do get good feedback. Yeah, like my manager has a very structured way of assessing like how on track I am with getting a return offer. Like literally the way he's assessing slash making getting data points, as he likes to say, is
Mm-hmm.
basically the way he is collecting data points is as if I am interviewing to be a SD1, which is like the entry level position or whatever for
Mm.
Amazon. And like the way I'm saying it's not all up to him because I think the for Amazon the final decision is up between basically it's like between three people. It's like the manager, it's like input from the manager and the mentor, and then there's like a separate independent person that comes in called like a bar raiser, and then they'll like help make a decision as well based on the data slash information the other two people give.
Mm.
So basically, I don't know if everybody else is doing it like that. I might want to ask some friends. I could ask Seaver if his manager is doing the same thing, but he is assessing me literally as if I'm a as if
An applicant.
this yes, but as in this whole internship is like a elongated interview process where he
Mm.
has this like quip document. Quip sucks, by the way, but he has this big quip table document which has like all the leadership principles of Amazon and then like four of the programming like learning targets or whatever like expected of employees. And then he like puts data points there and is like, oh, are you mild strength, mixed, blah 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 blah. And then basically you're on track to get a return offer if you are basically better than SD1. Like you have to be better than the average SD1. Then it's like,
Mm.
okay. Can't even be average. You got to be better. So
You gotta raise the bar.
exactly, that's literally what he said. You got to raise the bar. So yeah, I think right now I don't know if I'm quite there yet. So I don't know if I'm actually on
Mm.
track.
See, oh, okay. This is for a return full-time offer, right?
No, this is for internship as well.
Wait, you have to be better than the average SDE1 to get a return internship offer?
Yeah,
That's kind of crazy.
I know. I was like, I thought you could just be average, but no, you gotta raise the bar. They're looking for
Mm.
the best.
Wow, how high can the bar be, really?
Yeah, I think it's probably attainable. Um,
Right, like Amazon hires, it's like a small city of software
Yeah,
engineers.
yeah. Like I don't want to stress myself out too much, but I do pay attention to the feedback and like try to make changes and stuff and target it. So
Yeah,
hopefully I will do enough.
dude, it's kind of chill, but like compared to that, my process. Literally, I've gotten one piece of feedback the entire time I've been here.
Really? Only one?
Yeah.
Shit.
So I did a whole bunch of stuff, right? But I didn't write any tests. Like, not a single test case was written by me. um, and so they just said to write tests, please.
Lovely. Oh, is it like is that something like he told you to do, so now you have to write tests?
It's something that came from the recruiting people.
Oh, okay.
I forget what the organization is called. It's like university recruiting.
Oh, what? They suggested you write tests?
Yeah, there's like a whole meeting that they have.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Oh,
They like review the PRs and stuff.
shit.
And for those that
Is that why you're saying you think you're on track? Because it seems like they have like no feedback to give you.
Oh no, I've gotten like positive feedback too. But
Oh,
I mean
okay.
like that's the one piece of negative feedback that I got.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Yeah, no, I'm kind of surprised honestly because I haven't really done anything. But apparently the bar wasn't very high, so I don't know.
But that works to your advantage. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, there you go. I feel like my manager is more critical, which could be a good thing. Like it makes me improve more.
Yeah, I would like it more if I had. I guess my first task is very simple because, I mean, you know, it's not really expected that I can do anything at the beginning.
Yeah. I'm just gonna say, at the same time, it also stresses me out a little bit more as well. Because I feel like I feel more stressed about being able to get it. Even though it's like probably okay if I don't get it. I'm crossing my fingers that internship search for junior summer won't be as bad as last summer, which was not the greatest.
Yeah, you'll get it, I'm sure.
Yeah, hopefully.
Do you work a strict 8 hours every day?
Not really, no.
You work less?
Yes, I feel like. But I get like the stuff done, like the sprints. Is that what they call it?
Agile?
Too?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I'm meeting my goals and targets and stuff, and I'm trying to go like faster as well. So, you know, I think the main thing is I don't want to stress myself out too much. Like when I get to school, that shit's already gonna happen. So I want to like it's summer, even though it's an internship. I don't want to.
See, that's the thing, right?
Much.
Because it's never gonna stop.
Yeah. So this is like the last fucking time where it's at least not as intense. So I don't want to intensify myself, you know.
Because now you want to return offer, you go to school, whatever. School's always stressful. Then you go out into the real world. You want a promotion, you're gonna climb the corporate ladder or whatever. It never stops.
I don't know if I want to climb the corporate ladder. That sounds like more work.
Yeah, but I mean, come on, you're just gonna sit still where you are when you're 21.
I mean, you're getting paid big bucks.
Yeah, but you can get paid even bigger bucks. That's what I'm saying.
Well, then you have to do more work.
There's a whole world out
there.
Yeah, but I mean, what you come this far just to stop?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I'm happy now.
I'm lazy as fuck, bro.
Okay, well, no, that's not true. If you were lazy as fuck, then you would have stopped, in high school.
Okay, but I have sights of the big bucks. It's big enough bucks,
I don't know.
I'm probably talking out of my ass. I bet like I will do exactly what you're saying. It's just my view of it right now. I'm bigging myself up, saying like, "Oh, I'm not gonna do that." I probably am. I don't know. It's in the future. I don't know what I'm gonna do in the future yet.
Yeah, who knows? I mean, I'm probably gonna end up in a cardboard box in San Francisco anyway.
Do you actually want to go to San Francisco? Like,
I don't think
live
anybody
there?
wants to go to San Francisco.
I mean, fucking Seaver said it's a nice. Actually, I don't know if he said it was a nice place. He said the weather's
Yeah, they got
nice.
some good sushi, I've heard.
Oh yeah. Can you write down the 2 places?
Yeah, I put them on the document.
Hey, next
Future
time
reference.
when you go to San Francisco and live in a cardboard box, you can at least spend a little bit of your cardboard box money to eat sushi
Fancy
at.
sushi. That's gonna be too expensive for me, bro. Sushi? It's the calories per dollar is like nothing.
Do you want high calories per dollar or low? Oh yeah, you
Yeah,
want
you want
high.
as many calories per dollar as you can get.
Well, you never know. You haven't been to Samurai Sushi or Godzilla Sushi yet, you know?
True. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, if you don't like sushi, you could go to Soul Food Chain
I
as
do like
well.
sushi though. Sushi's good.
Okay. Well, I'm saying if you're not satisfied with the calories per dollar, I bet Puerto Rican food has more. That's what
I mean,
Soul
I
Food
heard
Chain is.
McDonald's is
Oh shit.
quite a few. Yeah.
Yeah.
Should they increase the price of the McChicken
To what?
from $1 to $1.59?
What the fuck?
Well, yeah, they changed it from $1 to $1.15 at some point during the pandemic,
No.
and then they changed it again to $1.59.
Wait, that's a scam. $1.59, that's literally 33% increase.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That's uncalled for. That was like my favorite part of McDonald's in Pittsburgh. Like when we do those late night runs, I just buy a McChicken for $1. That was worth.
Yeah.
That's how you survive as a college student. If you don't.
$1 McChicken. It's really bad for you though. A lot of sodium.
What, McChickens?
Yeah. I mean, anything from McDonald's probably.
How about their salad?
I bet there's probably a lot of sodium in
How do you put sodium in salad? Why would you put sodium in a salad?
Salad dressing. Maybe if it's like a chicken salad.
Just don't eat the chicken though. Just eat the leaves.
Yeah, but then you like die of starvation.
That's one. I mean, then just get another salad. Like it's McDonald's. It can't be that expensive. Actually, now that we're talking about McDonald's, those prices going up and up.
Mm-hmm.
It's unfortunate. By the end of our lives, maybe McDonald's will be like McChicken will be $3, $5.
Imagine like a $20 McChicken.
$20. We're literally gonna be like Zimbabwe.
Yeah.
$1 trillion.
It's transient inflation, they say.
Why transient?
It's temporary.
Oh.
Yes.
Really? Inflation just keeps going up and up. Like, there's no way it ever goes back down, does it?
No. What that means is like the high rates of inflation that we are seeing are only temporary. The rate of inflation in the future will be lower.
Can there ever be like deflation where the prices will go back down?
That used to be how it was back in the day.
So why did it stop?
People realized that a small amount of inflation leads to healthy economic growth. So,
how's that
the purpose of the Fed?
How does that lead to growth?
Okay, so for one thing, it incentivizes people to spend money.
Because what? That makes it more expensive, though. Inflation?
So, yeah, you have inflation, which means that the money that I have now is worth less than the money that I'll have tomorrow. So I should spend it now rather than tomorrow.
What the fuck?
If you have deflation, on the other hand, the money that I have tomorrow is worth more than the money I have today. So better that I stick it under my mattress and wait. So you don't want people to be holding on to money for too long. That'll stop the economic gears from. So the goal of the Fed, if you look it up, Fed wants to maintain inflation at 2%. That's like the primary goal of the Fed. Stable prices, low unemployment. And stable meaning 2% inflation.
Well, they're not doing a good job right now, are they?
It's transient, you see.
Is that what they're saying?
Jerome Powell says that it'll pass.
To cover up their own mistakes. It's transient, guys. It's temporary.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's hard though, right? Because
is this process of healthy inflation, is this supposed to go with an increase of wages as well? Because what if if wages don't increase, you're making the same money, but everything just keeps getting more expensive?
Yeah, so right now wages are increasing, I think, right?
Yeah.
Because there's a labor shortage, right? So yeah, basically, I mean, okay, so what's going on right now is people are coming out of their shells and spending money, right?
Yeah.
In the last year, we've had like unprecedented high rates of savings. And so people just have like money sitting around, don't know what to do with, right? And so they're like going out and traveling and buying McDonald's, McChicken and stuff, right?
We got that stimulus money from Daddy Joe.
Yeah. So that is driving up prices primarily. And so that's gonna pass once people run out of money. No, it'll stabilize eventually, and so the prices will stabilize with. This is called demand pull inflation. If you want to Google it.
Oh fuck. Okay. Is this macro?
This is macro, yeah.
Shit. Dude, I should have just taken macroeconomics instead of micro.
You couldn't. You have to take micro first.
Really?
At CMU, yeah, you do.
What?
Unless you've taken the AP test. If you've taken the AP test, then you can take either one.
That's so stupid. Is it because macro depends on micro concepts?
No, not at all.
Then why?
I mean, maybe it does at CMU, but in high school I took macro first. So.
Unfortunate.
I don't know. I mean, macro, it's good for like understanding what Jerome is saying, I guess.
And what is micro useful for?
I don't know, just like thinking about things, like understanding decisions that people make is what it's about.
Then I'm gonna have a poor understanding.
No.
You know, like how people, like a lot of students memed about how online school, like they were like straight A students before. Like this wasn't even memes. Like people actually were straight A students before, then they like started getting Fs and Ds and shit in online school. Like I didn't think, and a lot of the reasons that they provide and describe is like just lack of interest or like motivation, right? I didn't really suffer this problem as much, I think, with the classes.
I didn't have any motivation in the first place.
Except with micro. Like I totally understand where they're coming from, because micro to me last semester was just get through it as fast as possible, just to get through it, and not interested in it at all. Like I didn't go to lectures. I read only like as fast as possible just so I could do the homeworks. I think I literally did like what people were describing how online school made them feel.
Damn, you didn't even get a D.
Yeah, I mean I didn't get
trying to relate to these people, and it's like
didn't get an
A.
A.
Man, damn,
I made it halfway there. I made it halfway there.
Not even. That's like less than halfway.
Okay, man, come on. Allow me to be part of the normal student body. You know. It's so funny.
Yeah, I don't know. Dude, I was like the opposite though. My grades went up because of the online stuff. I guess things just got easier. Professors were more accommodating.
They're gonna go back down when we go back in person.
But I hope not.
Hey, you'll be able to focus a lot on your algorithm design this next semester. You'll have
True.
plenty of time. Algorithm design. You know what would be funny with your internship in the fall? If you
Mm.
like get on the same team as me. There's a possibility. I mean, there's a lot of teams, but
Oh, well, my team is located in Pennsylvania also.
you already know your team?
No, it says that my location changed to Pennsylvania. I hope that doesn't mean that I'm getting less of a housing stipend. It does. It 100% does.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
You're not in a premium location anymore.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate. Well,
Oh well. It'll pay for housing at least.
there you go. Well, you're not. What's it called? The fuck am I saying? Then you're definitely not gonna be on the same team. This is in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah. I actually, so this last Monday, when you were having fun in Austin, I was. Wait, was that Monday? Yeah, Monday. I finally met up with some of my high school friends. Like I haven't been out like barely ever in the summer, except for like near the beginning when I met with some of my friends. But I met with some other friends. We went skateboarding and stuff. And one of them
Skateboard. I didn't know you skateboard.
I don't, but I've
Oh.
skateboarded I've skateboarded like 2 or 3 times with these friends because they skateboard. So like I can get around on a skateboard, like move around. I can turn. I can go from one place to another.
Okay, you're better than I am. I can't even
And
get on one.
it's actually like it's definitely harder than it looks with the um moving around. Like the first time I skateboarded, it took me a good 30 minutes or so to like I don't know, make significant progress in a direction, I think. Um I don't have enough control to go down like any kind of moderate slope. Like I can do very like slight inclines, like those that are on like a playground maybe where it's slightly sloped.
So you can't do like can't go down the staircase from the railing or whatever where you go like
no. I can't do any tricks. I can just move around. That's basically it.
Okay.
Anyway, why was I mentioning that? Oh yeah, because I got back together with some of my friends, or some people that I haven't met. Like 2 of the friends were people that I talked to a lot in high school. One of the people was someone that I hadn't seen since middle school, and actually that's the wrong friend to talk about because what I was trying to connect with is one of my friends. It's actually not that friend. One of the friends I did talk to in high school. He actually works at Amazon right now as like a warehouse worker, and like
Did you tell him that you're gonna make his life easier?
No, that would have actually been kind of cool if I asked if he uses the software. Shit, maybe I should have asked that. I mean, I didn't really want to bring up like my internship work, that kind of stuff. I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Because I don't know
Neither,
what
because
to
I have
talk
literally
about.
no idea what to talk
Yeah,
about.
kind of like the same. Also, if you bring that up, then people are gonna ask questions about Amazon and stuff like that, and I really don't want to answer that kind of stuff. You know? Anyway, that was just a connection with Amazon. The other friend I was talking about with middle school, he works for UPS, like lifting, like loading trucks and stuff like that. He was talking about how he was working like 48-hour weeks. Like holy shit, buddy. He said that he 48-hour weeks in like he was doing like, or not 48 hours, it was like 52-hour week he worked like last week. And it was like 5 days, and it was like 12 8 12 8 12 or something like that. Like he described his like morning or like a work day of a 12-hour day. It was like he got there like a 30-minute commute. Arrived there at like 10 a.m. Worked until like 11 p.m.
That sucks.
Yeah. I mean, he's grinding just for the summer, he says, to make the money. Then he doesn't have to do it during the school year. I was like, damn, that shit that's intense. And
dude, I have it so easy.
I know. It's like it just puts into perspective. Like, I am so fortunate.
Dude, literally, I just sit in front of a computer, air conditioned. My mom cooks my meals.
It's such a blessing, and we're so fortunate.
And yet we still complain.
Yeah.
Like, this sucks. Software engineering, the worst thing in the world.
Yeah. Yeah.
And who are we?
Entitled.
Yeah. Honestly.
Just puts it into perspective. I think it's important to just see that perspective every once in a while and just be like, okay, yeah, appreciate what you have, because it's a good thing. What we're having right now, you know.
True.
It's good. Yeah. Wait, I don't think you ever fully explained what'd you do in Austin.
Yeah, I saw a friend. We had a barbecue.
Was it just you that went over, or did your family go to Austin too?
No, it was me, one of our friends from CMU.
Mm-hmm. Who listens to the podcast? Oh, actually, maybe he doesn't. Never mind.
He does not listen to the podcast. He just knows it exists.
Maybe you should get him to listen.
No. His girlfriend and then one of my friends from home.
His girlfriend lives in Dallas?
No, she went with him.
Or in Austin? Oh, okay. She visiting
so these
too?
are the people that I went to Austin with.
Yeah. Was she visiting?
And then, no, she's living in Dallas with him.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Are they interning at the same place?
No.
How's she in Dallas too?
She's just, they're like living together in Dallas.
Is this the same friend that we both know from CMU?
Yes.
Oh. Yeah, so what
the one that talked to me about the study abroad. I don't know if he wants to be named. See, look, if he listens to the podcast, we can maybe bring him on too and ask him all the juicy details of it. It's not really a very juicy. She's just living with him. It's not like a big deal.
No,
like,
I know. I'm just trying to understand.
Yeah.
Like, wait, is she a CMU student too?
No.
Okay.
She's from home.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is his home Dallas? I didn't know that.
No, he's from Florida. See, I was doing a terrible job of explaining all of this.
What the fuck? Yeah, so I'm still not understanding why she's in Dallas. Like, is she just going there just to stay?
Just because of him, basically.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you all went to Austin, yeah.
Yes, so it was us, 4 people went to Austin.
Right. Who's the fourth? Sorry, who's the fourth?
Another friend from home.
Oh, okay.
From my home.
Yeah.
It was my friend from high school.
All right.
Okay. So us 4, we went to Austin. Then we met up with one of my friends from home who lives in Austin. And then another friend that is the friend of my doesn't. So
I really feel like we should just use names, like just use first names, like it's.
It doesn't really matter. There were like 6 of us.
I'm just gonna say
we went out to brunch. We we had a barbecue. We went out to a gun range, shot some.
Ooh, is this the first time you shot guns?
Yeah, first time I ever touched a gun in my life.
Okay.
First time I've ever seen a gun. I think. No, I've seen police officers.
Okay, so what was it like?
I hate it so much. I'm never doing it again.
Yeah. Okay.
Dude, it's so loud. You can like feel it.
Yeah.
I know it's not good.
What did you shoot?
If you're standing,
handguns.
The AR. No. Actually, you have to be 21 to rent a handgun.
Okay.
I guess the big reason for that is because it's easier to conceal.
Okay.
I don't know.
I mean, if you're renting it, don't you have to return it at the range?
Yeah, I don't really know how or why.
Okay.
So the bigger ones are the ones.
I mean, it's harder. definitely.
Yeah. It was the AR-15 and another one.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you didn't like it?
No, it's really loud.
Did you not wear like
scary.
headphones? Like,
No, you
or
have to.
earplugs?
Otherwise, you get like permanent hearing damage.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's definitely
Even
still
with
loud
that, it's
through
loud.
those. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's scary. I don't know. I don't like because the only reason it exists is to kill people, right? So, or to kill things, I guess.
Yeah.
Maybe you can go hunting. I mean, you don't go hunting with an AR-15, so.
Yeah. I mean, it's for recreation too. It's not like just to kill stuff. Like people use it to just.
I mean, the reason it
stuff.
was invented was
Okay.
to kill
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
That is its purpose in like existence.
Sure. You could say that. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, we shot some targets. It was funny.
Are your friends gun enthusiasts? Otherwise, why did you guys go to the range?
One of my friends wanted to go, so we went.
Did they ever shoot guns? Any of them?
Yeah, they have.
Okay.
But it was most of our first time. No, it was me and one of my friends' first time. And then
Okay.
the other three had shotguns before.
Yeah.
So that was an experience. You know, I've done it once.
There you go. I think it's important to at least do it once. Like,
yeah,
it's a privilege. Or I don't know privilege, but it's a very unique opportunity as a U.S. citizen. Like, you have easy access, easier like compared to other places in the world.
Yeah,
and I think it's important.
That's a good thing. Is up for debate.
Well, I think it's important to at least have the experience, so you can at least know like what this is like, what a gun is like, and I think. Yeah. Did you do anything else in Austin?
Yeah, so then we just like hung out until like 6 a.m, and then the next day was like we were completely. So the next day we did pretty much nothing. We went to the gym, exercised, you know, and that was about it.
You went to Austin just to go to the gym.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I went to go see my friend because we're good friends.
Yeah. Did you sleep in a hotel or like at his place? Airbnb, okay.
Yeah, that's where the grill was. The grilling was actually kind of impromptu. I don't know what we would have done if there wasn't a grill.
Oh, wait, what? You didn't even mention a grill.
The barbecue.
Oh, what? Did you mention that?
I said it at the very beginning. Maybe
fuck.
I'll mention it again. Yeah, then we had our barbecue.
You know what's so funny? When you were saying the grill was impromptu, I thought you meant like the girl. Like, you know, like how people say grill. I thought you meant like the girl being along for the trip was impromptu. I was like, okay, all right.
No, the actual grill.
You had experience grilling, or did you grill, or did somebody else?
It was. I mean, yeah, I didn't really do anything. Yeah, it was mostly the CMU friend.
Okay.
His girlfriend that did.
You know what? Okay, I think we don't have to do it this episode. I think we should, for next episodes, just say the first name, and I think it's just easier for everything.
All right. I mean, yeah. All right. We have like a small, greater than one number of people that listen to it.
Honestly, I think it's just one again. Like, I gotta be honest. Like I'm gonna be honest. I think it's just one. I don't even know if he listens anymore. Like,
you think it's 0 now?
It might be 0 now. You know.
No,
here, okay.
Sure
if it's still one, that one listener, leave a comment so we know that you're still listening. That it will be a true test of our fan base's loyalty.
What if he just has it on in the background?
Well, he's gonna listen to this, and then you don't even have to leave a comment. Just PM, type it in our Discord server.
Gustavo, I am speaking to you directly.
This isn't gonna go well when we have millions of listeners. They're gonna listen back to this and be like, Gustavo, who is Gustavo, you know?
If you are listening to this, our one and only fan, potentially one of many fans.
Yeah, our only fans.
Leave a comment.
Yeah.
Please.
Please, we're begging you. We need the support. We need to know that we're still being listened to.
See, I don't even listen to these.
Yeah, it shows how much of a fan you are. Exactly, not a fan.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't listen to them either, except for, well, I have to.
Process.
I have to edit it, but afterwards,
I don't.
You know, I don't. I think it's all right.
Yeah. You think it's a good stopping point?
No. I had one more thing I want to talk about.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's good. We could stop here also. I also want to mention just, you know, we're not listening to it now, but in the future, in like a year, or like 5 years,
10, 20.
10 years, we'll listen back to this episode and be like, oh, how naive. They were complaining. No, I'll listen back and be like, I really thought I wouldn't climb the corporate ladder.
And look, here I am, CEO of Amazon.
It'll be a wake-up call, just listening back to how naive, or maybe how wise I was. Maybe I really won't have grown in wisdom
as a person.
And that might be kind of scary.
Can you imagine being the exact same person 10 years from now? That would be horrible. That would be so terrible.
Yeah. Well, exactly. This is what this is for, right? We'll be able to see it'll be a concrete example of our mannerisms, what we talk about, how stupid we sound, stupid topics we talk about.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Yeah. Okay. Anyway, the last thing that I wanted to talk about before we finish up this episode is, I think like the last 2 episodes ago, I talked about like playing competitive Team Fortress over the summer, right?
Mm.
Yeah. So season's over now. Basically, our season is over. We definitely did not make playoffs. And
sad.
What I want you to guess is, what is our final record? So we played 7
How many
games.
7
games,
okay.
Yeah. And we had 1 bye week, which is an automatic win.
Mm.
So what's our record? What do you think our record is?
So you said you're like in the one with all the Smurfs, right?
Yeah.
Not Smurfs, but Smurfs, right?
Yeah.
So we'll have 1-6.
Yeah. We went 2-5.
Okay.
Okay, this is a better question.
So you won 1 game.
Yes, we did one game. It has a lot of asterisks because the team we played against had like 2 subs, and it was just a lot of asterisks. Either way, we went 2-5. This is the better question. So our division that we were in, the amateur division, it had like some 60 teams at the beginning. A lot of teams, like a couple teams dropped or like folded, which means they like stopped playing, right? So at the end of the season, after everyone's played their games, there are in total 49 teams.
Okay.
What is our place out of 49 teams?
After winning 1 game?
Yeah.
Let's see. So
listeners, you can pause here so you don't hear the answer. And then resume when you've made a guess.
How does math work again? So everybody has played 7 games, right?
Okay, so you have to keep in mind that there are other teams that played games, but they've like folded. They're like no longer teams now because they like stopped playing.
I don't
know.
Is this a solvable problem?
No, it is not. I'm just asking you to guess.
Okay, I know. I'm just wondering if I'm being dumb or not.
It is definitely not solvable, I don't think.
So there are 49 teams. What were you out of 49?
Yeah.
Let's say you were right in the middle. You were number 24.5.
That's actually such a shit guess. Dude, our record's 2-5. How would we be right in the middle.
I don't know. Maybe everybody's like super lost. Is that possible?
I don't think that's possible. I don't think that's mathematically
Does everybody
possible.
have what do you call it? A bye week?
Yeah.
Oh, everyone has one?
Yeah.
So everyone has one win.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then maybe you're worse.
Okay. Like what?
Well, you can't be tied for last. You didn't lose everything, right? So let's go with like 40.
First strike. And,
oh, is this Battleship?
okay, I'll give you 3 guesses. It's lower.
Lower as in better, or
as in worse?
Oh. 45.
Second strike. As in worse.
So between 40 and 45?
No, as in worse.
Oh, between 45 and 49. Okay, this is a stupid game. What were you ranked?
We were ranked number 49. We were the worst team at the end.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
After winning one game?
Yeah.
Hmm.
You know, like, our very last match was literally the battle for last place, because our very last match was against the 48th ranked team. And we were, before the match, we were 48th, and they were 49th. And then we lost 0-5.
Oh, no.
Needless to say, our team was not very good. But it was a fun experience. And I even screenshotted it, us being in last place. It's like, alright, this is a special occasion. We somehow did so bad that even after getting a win, we were the worst team at the end of the season. That can be a fun fact now, you know?
You were the worst.
I once played competitive video games, and I was the worst team in my division. I was in the worst team. There you go.
Oh well. I mean, would you do it again?
Yeah. I wanted better team though. Like, I won't go into a lot of details here. Like, 1 or 2 people were skill-wise not there, and then 2 or 3 people I didn't vibe with. Like, they weren't that bad. They weren't bad at any, like, in any sense, like bad people or anything, but I wouldn't want to play on a team with them again, as in I don't think I could stand it again. So
is this was one of them the one that was like what was it that they would always say?
Oh yeah.
Not to be rude or something?
Not to be rude. He was he was one of those 3 people. He was probably the least bad. And like, that was the only annoying thing about him, I think. But when that did happen, that was kind of annoying. Gotta be honest. Gonna be honest. That's like another thing that people say. Gonna be honest. I don't think it's as bad as not to be rude, but either way, that was the last thing I wanted to get into the podcast. Worst team. That sums up my summer TF2 experience. And that sums up this podcast. So
yeah, thanks for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe.
Yeah,
if you actually
got to this point of the podcast, you better have commented. Please.
Yeah. Especially if you're from North Dakota.
One day we'll get those North Dakotans, you know? We'll get the lobby.
All 10 of them.
Yeah, all 3 of them. Alright.
Both of them.
The North and the South one. Alright, thanks everybody, and we will see you hopefully next week, maybe 2 weeks from now. Bye.
Yeah, see ya.